and I want a Coke and combat boots, and I want to go fishing and have a great time, and I want to see the world and meet all kinds of people, and I want to have a good marriage and 2 wonderful kids, and I want to have a divorce, and I want some peace and quiet, and I want some teeth that fit, and I want a glass of water and a digital action race car set.
I want a dolly that wets and talks about it, and you can curl her hair and even buy her a boyfriend. And I want to stop hearing about one toy after another and stop picking up after everyone. I want some household help. And I want to get my bowels in order and stop worrying, could it be a tumor? And I want to go to school and draw pictures, and I want a picture of everything so I know how everything looks.
I want to play with the computer.
No, you'll break it.
I want to have control over my own life.
You have responsibilities.
I want to write a novel.
You don't have the time.
I want to find the time.
You don't have the talent. I want to be totally weird.
You have responsibilities.
I want a candy bar.
You already had a candy bar.
I want to feel the elephant.
You might get stepped on.
I'd like some Oriental food.
Well, there's a McDonald's. I want to have my ashes scattered.
No, it's against the law.
I want to do what I read about.
No, it's against the law.
I want to leave my parents.
No, it's against the law.
I want to say what I feel.
No, it's against the law.
I want to break the law.
No.
I want to do something nice for my wife, but she'd rather I save the money. I want to do something big, but I have to consider my family. I want to stop smoking, but I know I won't.
I want to see my grandchildren, but I like my privacy. I want to pray, but I'd be laughed at. I want to stay young, but I better act my age.
I want to hit that son of a bitch, but he'd hit me back. I want to scream, but people would turn around.
I want to scream, but people would turn around. I want to pray, but I'd be laughed at.
I want to do all kinds of things, but I'm too young.
I want to do all kinds of things, but it's too late.
I want to raise white rats, but I have to consider my family.
I want to have another baby.
Oh, well, I feel exactly the same way, honey. We would just have to sit down and find a time to talk and figure out a plan and what our budget would be and figure out a plan so we can avoid all the problems that come up with having a baby. But I'm sure we could avoid that when we just sit down and find another time to talk about having a baby.
I want it, but I don't need it.
I want it, but not as much.
That's all I want.
That's enough.
That's it.
I'm satisfied. The heart of plenty.
Everything I could ever want.
My heart's content.
What else could I want?
I'm content.
Well provided.
Cup runneth over.
I've had enough.
I've had more than enough.
I've had it. Who are you?
Huh?
What are you here for?
Oh, I was sent in for a riddle.
Oh, you're the one. Have a seat.
Thank you.
So you've been here 2 weeks?
I started the day my divorce is final.
Ah, congratulations. So, you like your job? The people you work with?
It takes some getting acquainted, you know, always on the telephone.
Like, on coffee breaks. They're throwing their coffee mugs at the wall. That doesn't bother you?
No, it takes a little getting. I'm getting along fine. Better than fun. Dandy.
So, there's some things you need to know.
Yes, I needed some feedback because this is my first job in, let's say, 8, 9 years?
I had a sack of peanuts around here.
9 years. 9 since I was married. You know, when you haven't used your talents in that long, you're not even sure if you still have them, and now the kids are in school. And of course I do need the money, so I thought that this might be a new horizon up ahead.
So, you know this is a business.
My husband was in business.
My father, my own father, my pa, started this very business. Tell it like it is, Incorporated. There are a billion people out there who are mad. They are livid, purple, fuming, itching, belching with rage. They want to kill people. They want to break heads. But they got one problem. They're chicken.
Or it could be perhaps.
So, for a modest fee, they come to us, and we communicate their message by telephone to the person they want to dump on.
We tell it like it is.
Simple. Hello, I got a message for you. Will you accept it? Okay. You slob. A kiss from you is like eating a light chicken. Thank you. Goodbye. Hiring us is like hiring a hitman. It's humane because it's quick.
Well, my supervisor used the image of...
It's impersonal. Ah, done with the whining. Peanuts. I'm trying to stop smoking.
Oh, that's terrible yearning.
My wife says I gained 20 pounds.
Oh, you're married?
15 years.
I would have thought you had a carefree bachelor.
Well, not exactly the type.
My husband was like that. He was married, but it didn't really show.
This is Riddle. This is Riddle. What is this? Here is a 3-minute message to Boston. You were on for an hour and a half. What were you doing on my phone?
Calling.
Oh, don't get smart with me. Are you trying to drive me out of business? What is this?
That's a telephone bill. We all get telephone bills.
You were on for an hour and a half, person to person, to that person.
He didn't understand the message.
For an hour and a half. He couldn't understand the message.
He kept saying, I don't understand the message. I can't understand the message. He really needed to talk.
Well, he could talk to the wall, not to you. You're not paid to listen. You don't have a license to listen. You're not a professional nut farmer. File. You're doing about 15 calls a day. Even our dumb girls can handle 40. You're fired.
Well, could I ask a few questions?
Like, look at these transcripts here. It says, oh, I have a message, but it's kind of mean. Are you sure you want to hear it?
I was trying to make it also depersonalized.
Oh, she probably didn't mean that. You sound like a nice guy.
He was crying.
Well, then this isn't the job for you.
You know, I don't think you realize what you have here. All these telephones. It's like little fingers reaching all over the globe. And there ought to be a lot more people who want to have a phone call.
Not from you. Not on my phones. You're fired. Get out.
Can I just ask one more question?
What?
Does your wife work?
Yeah, she's an RN at the hospital.
Well, then why can't she help you with your smoking? You could just level with her.
Didn't I just fire you 2 seconds ago?
You really weren't that definite.
Okay. I'll give you a second chance. Here's the message. It's on the file to your right.
Let me point out one thing. It's easier for me to take a little laugh.
You take it, you read it, you hang up. Simple. You want to try? Here. There's my phone, dial 9.
Thank you, I really appreciate that. I take criticism. I have a lot of previous experience with criticism. I'm just trying to remember, sorry. I think there should be a lot more. There's so much alienation. I think oh, it's ringing. Hello? Hello, Miss Marie Schwartzberg? This is Tell It Like It Is. We have a message. Will you accept it? No, there's no charge. Prepaid. She has to turn off the stove. I always get caught in situations like this. Alright, so the message is from, do you know a Tom? This says, since maximum obscenity. Like, damn. Okay. Hey, that's pretty good. Okay. Marie, you take your damn goldfish and fry them for Sunday dinner. That's the message.
Now hang up the phone.
Alright, hey, you okay? You have goldfish? Oh, 2 fish and a baby. They're not goldfish? Japanese fighting fish? Well, then how observant is he then really? I don't know about you, but I don't think he has this hat on, so to speak.
Hang up the phone, Riddle.
But she's just getting used, she's just, okay. Yeah. Yeah, my husband was like that too. He was, yeah, so did mine. Yeah, the old 7-year itch, except mine was like 10 years, you know. That doesn't matter. He was actually able to hurt me sometimes. So okay, something about the children? Oh yes, I have children. No, not goldfish. Fighting fish, sorry. Fighting children. Alright. Yeah, thank you. This is nice. I think you gotta cook up a huge fish dinner and send him the tails. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, you really did the same for me. Sometimes things just start out horrible and then, yeah. Bye.
Well, Miss Riddle, we are looking for the kind of people that don't give a damn. This is why we prefer a college graduate. You, nothing personal, okay? You upset? Like, you really want to tell me off, but you think you might cry? Like, you gotta do something or else it's gonna get real bad. Okay. Yeah. We got these standard messages for getting fired. Send me one of these. I'll call myself and tell me what a jerk I am. Alright? Well, yeah. I hate peanuts.
Hey, excuse me. Does anyone have a light? Thanks. Okay, where's the fuse? No, actually, does anyone have change for $1? I need a break. Anybody got change for $1? Anyone got the time? Does anyone here have hemorrhoidal discomfort? Hey guys, is there anything I could do for you? Some job. What do you think the weather's gonna do? They said it was supposed to clear up. I think they must be doing something to outer space. The Russians are shooting holes in the sky. I'm gonna get a cup of coffee. You want some? Hey, what do you think about prayer in the public schools? I think we ought to pray for the public schools. Give them some vitamin C. You know anything about palm reading? I always wondered what I said. See the article where the Air Force is building a cannon to shoot naked chickens into the sky? This is to see what it does to the arms race. No. There's great application in consumer technology. Talk about fast food. Drive through Colonel Sanders, roll down your window, open your mouth, I'd like 2 drumsticks. You don't know me personally, but I do great back rubs, if you want a back rub. You know, I personally get very upset myself if someone kind of makes himself a public spectacle, because everyone's got enough to worry about. You don't want some prick coming along and violating your private space. But I think what we really want is the sense that we are really in touch with other people, and maybe some friendliness most of the time. But, I mean, is the job really so important that we can't take time out of our lives to realize that we're all on the same planet and we're all alive and we're all gonna die? So you might as well have a great back rub. I always wondered if I had 1 minute on national prime time, what would I say? You know?
Yeah?
So what do you think?
It gets to you. It's a grind.
How does it get to you?
You know, same thing over and over again. That's life.
You sure that's life?
Yeah, excuse me.
I mean, what would you really like to do?
I'd like to go to Disneyland.
Want to go right now?
Listen, I didn't get enough sleep last night, and my eyes are giving me problems. And I just got all this work dumped on me, which isn't even my work. But since most of the staff got laid off, this all got dumped on me.
Why don't you tell them to go to hell?
Look, if you have life so easy, you can talk like that. Good for you, good for you. But don't rub my nose into it. I got seniority. I got 15 years of my pension. But I got a grievance into the union. They just love to have the excuse.
Just asked.
Well, maybe later. I agree with what you said. Very true. I just need to get back to work.
Yeah. Boy, wow. Must be party time. Some other planet. Nice day.
I wouldn't know. It was dark when I came in.
Yeah, daylight savings. What do you think about that?
Makes it a little less dark when I get outside.
How is it when you go outside?
Dark.
Well, gives you some time to go out and fool around, huh?
Not much of that.
Hey, you ever wonder about this job? Why you come in here every day?
That's easy. I have a family to feed. You need a job to feed your family, don't you?
Yeah, but I mean, wasn't there something you always wanted to do as a kid? Like,
I wanted to have a family.
yeah. So you got one, huh?
Yep.
Well, say hi to the kids. You have any idea how abnormal this all is? I mean, what's that supposed to be? Is that part of the evolutionary cycle? Is that what you live for? Let's look at ourselves a minute, hey? Self-knowledge, know thyself. Do you think while you're doing that, or does your brain turn into bubblegum? I mean, what's it gonna get you? A new TV? They don't show you on TV. If you were on TV, they'd put a laugh track on it. Mrs. Homer Jones of Texarkana, Texas couldn't get the dirt off her little boy, so she boiled him in Clorox. Yay!
What are you doing? Are you selling something? I don't understand what you're doing.
Do you know what you're doing?
No, I don't No, I don't know.
You don't know anything.
Oh, you're right. This isn't the time nor the place.
Just ignore it.
Ignore it. Ignore it? I'm in it. We're all in it. Look, it's working. It's got the highest aspirations in life. It's doing a dance. They call it the robot. It starts each day with a hearty breakfast of Fruit Loops and Diet Pepsi, and then it keeps going on until it blows a tree.
Okay, I'm a robot. It's all my fault. I should have just decided I was going to be rich, and that's all it takes.
Tell me more.
I'll tell you this. You're like a little spoiled little baby. You're coming here hassling and bothering everybody, and everybody's tired, and you're being annoying, and I wish to God...
Don't blame it on God, lady.
Listen, you don't know me, you don't know my life, you don't know me, so why do you care?
I'm on the same planet as you. I want to know what it is makes you tick. What makes you tick? Tick, 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 tick.
Just leave her alone.
Alone. She is alone. Look at her. She is damned alone. I mean, what's the good you spent all this time dancing your little foxtrot and fall over dead in your grave?
Because my children will be on this earth after me.
And what will they be doing? The same goddamn thing. I just want to know why.
Because I can't afford not to.
Have to buy that new home entertainment center.
We have to pay food and rent.
Just stop telling us a dozen times.
I'm not telling you anything.
Ain't it the truth?
Why do you want to know? Do you know my children? You don't even know my children's names.
Hey, they've got names.
Yes, they've got names. Why don't you just, if you care so much, why didn't you ask about their names?
What's your name?
Why do you care?
Oh, God. Oh, God. Tick, 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 tick. Oh, I don't mean to affect your blissful existence.
You're not affecting me in the least.
Tick, 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 tick. Great. So then you just do your job and fall over dead for your kids.
Just shut up about me.
Go home and have another kid so you got another reason to go to work.
I can't have any more.
Sure you can. Do it the old-fashioned way.
Because I can't afford to have any more.
Why do you just go on and on and on?
And on, 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 and on.
I wanted a little girl. I lost her.
It's not my point.
My little boy says, "Where's Mama going?"
Yeah,
Don't go to work, Mama.
that's cute.
But I can't have any more. I went to a goddamn cheap doctor and he screwed up my insides and now I can't have any more.
Yeah, look, the point I was trying to make was, hey, you could sue him. I mean, the point I was trying to make was, I just meant we ought to be more human and a little more friendly, you know? And I just, hey, stop it, that's a cop-out. I'm not your problem, I'm the least of your problems.
You don't have my sympathy. You don't have anybody's. There. So you know you can make the lady cry, huh? So you're still miserable. There are people in this world who are miserable because they deserve to be. You gotta have money before they'll give you a loan. You gotta be lovable before they love you. You don't get sympathy if anybody thinks you need it. There's just not enough to go around. I should know.
I'm so scared. I don't know why, but I'm so scared.
Shut up. Just do your job and just shut up.
Hey, where's she going? Hey, no, wanted, just one word or just say hello. You got your pension?
Yeah. Alright, thank you. Bye. Hello, how can I help you?
You're a vice president. You must be pretty smart to be a vice president. It's not every day you meet a woman vice president.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, down to business. My name's Jerry, and, well, as for experience, I've done a lot. Like, I drove a taxi, well, that's something. And, I used to pump gas. So, for experience, you could say...
You're looking for a loan.
Right. That's exactly right. I suppose you could tell when I walked in here, because, you know...
People often come here for that reason.
Well, you're right. See, I thought, what am I doing? My dad, he was a maintenance man, and he used to say, Jerry, it's up to you if you want to be rich in this country. It's a free country. And he wasn't ever really rich, you know, he was a maintenance man. He had a lot of work to do. But he told me, he said, Jerry, you want to be rich? Just make up your mind to do so. So I did.
You did what?
I want to be rich.
I see.
Well, I want to get a loan to start a business.
Oh, well, what is it you had in mind to do?
A steel mill.
A steel mill?
Oh, I know. A lot of people start small, like a McDonald's franchise. Or a barbershop. But I thought, why start small? Because you kind of eat yourself before you start. So I thought, how about a steel mill? Because there's always a need for steel. And I know they talk about oil and petroleum. And I thought, if I make it in steel, then I could do oils aside.
Well, Jerry...
No, I know. I know what you're going to say. What makes you think you're going to run a steel mill, right?
That did cross my mind.
But that doesn't matter. Because I don't need it now. I can hire guys right now. You know how many guys are out of work right now? See, we're in an economic boom right now. Boom. All these guys out of work, all these places going boom, boom. And I just put up an ad in the paper. I get all I need. See, it's just the idea of having the idea to do it. That's free enterprise.
Jerry, do you have any business experience?
Experience. Listen, experience, right? Listen. I used to run an elevator at a Sears building.
Did you?
You know, all these executives, every day, up and down, and every day, they don't even think about the elevator operator. They don't know you exist, so you're nothing. You're a piece of gum on the ground. So, they talk to each other, up and down, and I'm listening up and down. You know, every something, and that time, I would say, I got the equivalent of a college education.
Are you more in the area of...
No, I catch your drift. I get it. You're gonna take precautions that I'm not some bum off the street, right? That if you can loan me a loan, it's gonna pay off, right? Because you're a vice president, and that's your job.
Yes, it is.
Well, to level with you, frankly, I'd have to say no, strictly speaking. See, I know a fire idea when I see one, you know? Like, think of it like the lottery. If there's not many losers, there's gotta be a winner, right? That's my, see, here's my idea. I can trust you, can't I?
I'm sure you can.
Okay. The key to the whole thing is to get a monopoly. Say, if you got Park Place and I got Boardwalk, it doesn't do us any good because we can't build houses, let alone hotels. But, if I get both, then wow, there's nothing you can do because I'm going to land there anyway. See, that's my idea.
Yes, well...
See, it kind of has the... Yeah. Yeah.
Jerry...
I know, what do you think? See, that's one trivia of mine. I can tell what people think. You think, so what, right? That... Okay, well, here's the trick. There's all these big steel mills. They think they got it made. They think, oh, I got this place so tight so nobody could come along and start the steel mill, so they're not going to be watching me. They'd probably even laugh at me. They'd go, oh, sitting up there smoking up their big cigars, and then I'm here getting set, I'm cogitating, I'm making a list. Like, maybe I'll have a factory out in the country where nobody's going to even notice, and then when they're thinking, oh, and they take a puff and they let down their guard, then all of a sudden, Shazam! Boardwalk, bam! Park Place, and there it is.
Jerry, I really enjoyed talking to you, and I think you have a lot of great ideas, but this really isn't practical. There's no way you could run a steel mill. You have to be a different kind of person to be able to run a steel mill. Not a matter of a better or worse person, just a different person. If it were up to people making up their own minds, I'm sure a lot of people would have already done so. And I don't make that much money, surprising as I may seem, so I'm afraid...
See, I talked to you because I thought, here she is, a woman. She's probably liberated. I mean, like, new ideas. I mean, progress. I mean, Zappo, you're president, liberated. No, that's okay, I know. Just promise me you won't use my idea, okay?
Don't worry.
Listen, can you do me a favor?
I'm not sure.
It's just, I gotta make a very important telephone call, and I don't have a cell phone. Could I use your phone? It's local, I promise I won't monopolize the waves.
Okay.
Dad, it's Jerry. Listen, I talked to the bank and I didn't get the loan because, you know, they're having some financial issues, money's tight, but I did make this great contact. She's a vice president, a woman vice president. Yeah. Yep, see you on dinner on Sunday. Hey now, remember, Boardwalk, Park Place. Bam, Shazam.
Mrs. Bird, we are the messengers of doom.
Don't understand.
Of course not. That's why Mr. Jones asked for you to join us, so we can answer whatever questions you may have.
Sure to be some.
No question.
Are you selling something?
Mr. Smith here means we are the messengers of doom.
Can we step in?
Ample identification.
More than enough.
Clear as day.
Testimonials.
Revelations and prophecies.
Step right in.
My thanks.
You're welcome. Miss Bird, I'd like to ask you a personal question. You have, I suppose, heard of a Mr. Richard Bird?
Yes, that's my husband.
Oh, congratulations! I hadn't heard. Are you happy?
Shut up. In that case, we have some bad news. Are you ready? Would you like to sit down?
What's the matter?
What's the matter? You're standing up. Would you like to sit down?
Don't mind if I do.
Stand up.
Sit down.
Sit down! Miss Bird, I don't know how to tell you this without shilly-shallying, without having a time, without beating around the bush, without giving you some kind of song and dance, without a moment's hesitation. While you were standing there without a care in the world, Mr. Bird has snapped.
What?
Snapped.
Like a snapper.
Snap.
Mr. Bird has snapped.
Do. Sit down!
Miss Bird, let me fill you in. Your husband's been under a lot of strain. A lot of it's money. You buy things and say, instead of being the message of doom, we were selling magazines. I'd look at you and I'd say that's an easy mark. Now he's been under a lot of strain because his company has had to lay off a lot of people to make ends meet. And he's had to work overtime, which he's done, God bless him, say 17, 18 hours a day. Because those ends have got to meet. And the money crunch has been hard on you too, whereas you all haven't always been in the mood to fulfill your marital duty, as they say. And he's upset. He's under strain, and he's trying to get a little tail around the office, but he can't because the tail has been laid off, so he snapped.
We come to tell you.
I don't understand. He had a nervous breakdown, or what?
Miss Bird, don't be so concerned, because I am the worst. Can you sign this paper, please, and this one too?
What is it?
What does it look like? It's paper. Sign it!
Sit down!
If you could just, if you could just tell me.
That ain't all. It ain't all.
Because we have got news for you.
Do.
Miss Bird, you have a father, right? He's retired. He's living on Social Security, right? Vulnerable to inflation and emphysema. Miss Bird, you put him in a nursing home. I know you thought that might be the best because Maybe you'd have to go out to work and you couldn't change his diapers, but you must have heard.
Hark!
You've heard of the nursing homes that started the old gentlemen. They drug the old ladies, they don't let them have babies, they take away their Wheaties and they let them shrivel up. You must have read all about it.
No.
Well, your dad got in with a bad lot. Have a cigar.
Thank you.
Shut up. They all sat down to supper, 7 hungry codgers and 3 ravenous crones. And your father was hard of hearing, so when they told him what they were going to do, he said, "Carry on!"
He gave his consent.
In writing.
Unconditional.
They boiled them,
Boiled your dad.
served them up.
Worcestershire sauce.
Lasted 3 weeks.
Doom, doom, doom.
Of course we heard.
Sympathize.
No hard feelings.
In memoriam.
Stop it. Are you crazy? I don't understand. I don't understand.
Of course you don't, and there's reasons for that.
Maybe you don't.
So we're here to tell you so that you'll know what you don't understand.
Give me $1.
No,
You don't understand.
you certainly don't understand.
I'm going to scream.
Give me $1.
Dollar or scream.
Quarter a squeal.
Wait, don't scream. That ain't the worst. Don't you want to hear the worst? How am I going to tell you the worst when you're screaming while I tell you?
Doom!
Miss Bird, you help a little boy. You love your little boy. You ain't got a barrel of money, but love makes up for a lot. So I'll tell you.
Or I'll tell
I'll tell her.
Stop it. Tell me.
Give me $1.
Where is it?
Up your gotta.
Down your resume.
Dollar, dollar, dollar.
Doom.
Doom.
What happened to my son?
Pardon the question, but are you incorporated? If you were, you can include an indemnification clause which would cover whatever your board decided was proper, assuming he was engaged in a corporation or a business, which you define in the articles. I'd recommend it.
No, Sid. Then it's subject to windfall. You cannot be windfall.
But what do you do when you've tried it all? You've read all the bestsellers, melt away into volumes like 100 proven ways to make a million. 50 cents a day by you life after death. You sent for Dolly Parton's greatest hits, but she didn't tell you a thing. You bought a home family encyclopedia, only $15 a week. The answer to everything except where do you get the $15 a week? You got the free sample. You tore it, ripped it, bit it, hammered it, and then you threw it out, and then you got the bill. You thought, what if I changed my name? You thought, what if I rapidly die? You thought, what if I build a more powerful vocabulary and identify the erogenous zones and discover new ways to use stocks and bonds and find new exciting uses for home computers and discover the power and peril and look out for number 1. But what do you do? What do you do if you stare at the wall? What do you do if you can't find the switch? What do you do if some clowns show up at your door? What do you do?
You're
I
screwed.
just wanted to let you know how the system works.
Not very normal.
Because you don't know how the system works.
You're at the mercy.
Wrong me.
Sitting duck.
Hoodwinked and bamboozled.
Stunned and befuddled.
Duped and abused. Point of fact, there is some hope.
I don't understand.
Of course not. We wouldn't expect you to. And it's not very interesting anyway. It's full of technical jargon like graphs, charts, and decimal points.
It's your choice.
It's your choice. You can take the time to scour through a library full of books and try to understand what's baffled the best minds of our time. It's your choice.
Or
Or you can make a better choice. Here it is.
give me $1.
Sunny side of the street.
Happy ending.
Life is a cabaret, old chum.
The lottery.
Your last best hope. Think of it. One book, you could be sitting pretty, unsnap your hubby, sew up your little boy, and send him a polished memorial tablet to your daddy, who has made a fate approximately equivalent to death.
See, we don't want to be the messengers of doom.
No way.
We'd rather be the harbingers of hope.
Hope! 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 Hope!
Stop it!
All right, Miss Bird. Okay. I know what you think. It's all just a crazy dream, right? Just one of those crazy dreams. Sure it is. Sure you will. And then you'll wake up, and then it won't be a dream, and you still won't understand.
And that's a fact.
That's the long and the short.
That's all she wrote.
Until we shall meet.
Again.
I'll turn on the... Wait, is that what you're selling? Lottery tickets? Sure, I'll buy one if it's only $1. This guy in Allentown could have worked 3 months. He'll never have to worry. They say there's always hope. Is your some kind of special deal?
I don't understand.